today I'm going to tell you about my story. So, I got taken away from my family, my birth family, when I was very young. I was about 2 or 3, I think. And then I had an older brother and a younger brother that were my younger brother was my biological, my full blood, and my older brother was not my full blood, but biological. I don't know what that means. I got taken out of that family, my bio family, because I was homeless because of my parents' alcohol abuse. I was at many homes before I got put into a permanent home. But before I talk about the permanent home, the foster homes I was in, I liked them because I was young and I got to enjoy stuff. But the only thing was I didn't get to see my siblings that often, so we were separated for like a few years. But that's okay because I reunited with them when I went to the permanent family for a while. In the permanent family, I really enjoyed it for a few years until I got adopted the first time, and then rules started changing and stuff started changing too. It wasn't just rules, like there was other people coming into the house. There was already 2 older sisters and an older brother that was already in that family that were the adopted parents' bio kids. I was happy for like 2 years after the adoption, maybe less. But then, like I said, things started changing, rules started changing, everything started changing. So to the point where I wasn't happy anymore. Christmases would change where we sat in a corner and opened our presents in a corner facing nobody. And then we had to do stations, is like where you play on a mat and you have to keep all your toys in the mat. But before I got adopted, I was trusting them. But after I got adopted, I started losing trust because stuff changed, so that stuff really started changing. I really didn't like it, so I started changing apparently. Like I started misbehaving and that apparently. I didn't think I did, but the other family thought I did. So there's that. And then they sent me off to Maryland for like attachment issues. I was there for like 6 months to a year, I can't remember. I was supposed to be there longer, but they closed it down. Started trusting them. Started feeling like I could trust adults again. There was a lot of other kids there too, but they were all there for different reasons. I had a really nice homeschool teacher, really nice homeschool teachers, keyword teachers, but they were really nice. I liked the family I was with in Maryland. And then I went back to the adopted family home, and I was there for 6 months before they sent me off to Colorado. And I loved Colorado so much that I kind of didn't want to leave when I had to leave. I was there for like a year and a half, I think, and I really enjoyed it there, and I was really happy there. Like I felt like I could be myself, even though some things were different. Like I had to ask to do everything. We had to sit in a station in a corner where you could journal and do stuff by yourself when you needed time alone. But it was still to the point where you could still talk to each other and your other family members that were in the family in Colorado. So it was really fun there, and I really enjoyed it. But when I got back to the adopted home, I was like 12, and I really didn't like it there anymore, and like stuff changed so much that I literally did not want to be there anymore because I felt like I was being hated. I felt like I wasn't loved. I felt like I wasn't trusted. And so they put me back up for adoption, and I was supposed to go to school that day, but I didn't. So I was really confused. I was praying to God, why is this happening? Why am I not going to school? Is it the day that I have to go back into foster care? And it was. And I was really sad because that day before I only got a hug from one of my best friends, and he said, we're going to miss you. I'm like, why are you saying this? Like, am I going back tomorrow? And he said, I don't know. I just saying it in case I never see you again. I said, I love you too. But then Miss Taylor, who was at the same school as me working as a 5th grade teacher, she came up to me and said, Rory K, I love you, and I promise you I love you, and something like that. And I was really confused on why she's saying that. I went home that day and went to bed, and then the next day I was not at school. I was going off to DHS. It was hard because I knew I didn't get to say bye to all my friends, so that hurt me a lot. So when I went into the DHS office, I was there for like half a day, and then they drove me here to my forever home, and we knocked on the door, rang the doorbell and that stuff to get their attention, and I was surprised on who opened the door because they didn't tell me who I was going to or who I was going to live with. They just told me that they found me a home. I was surprised when Miss Taylor opened the door. I called her mom. I called her Tasia for a little bit, and then I called her mom. But like, I'm so happy here. Like, I got adopted after like 9 months, and then a few months later I found out that my brother, one of my brothers, who is Isaiah, is coming to live with us forever. I was really happy about that. I was on my way home from school, from the bus stop, and I got the call. I was walking with my sister, Tamara, right, who's my sister now, and I got the call, and I literally sat down and almost started crying because I was so happy. And like, this dude was walking with us because he lives down our street, and he was so confused. I'm like, I don't know if I can tell you this, but I didn't. But he said, whatever it is, I hope you're happy. And I said, I really am. And then I ran to my neighbor's house because it's a trusted adult. And I didn't know if I was supposed to tell her, but I told her because she's my neighbor. She goes to my church. She like does a lot of stuff for our family. So I told her, and I didn't know if I was supposed to. But I ran home from there, and I was just extremely happy. I was filled with joy. And then he recently got adopted too, and we're both happy. And before he was adopted, we found out that Mommy was pregnant, and it was on Isaiah's birthday, which was really happy. I was taking a nap, and she woke me up with the pregnancy test in my face, and I was filled with joy because of that, because I've always wanted a younger sister that like with a baby. I was really happy about that. My mom started writing a book. I think it was after we found out she was pregnant. She started writing a book, and I wrote a portion in it. Her book's called Finding Freedom, and I wrote part of it, not part of it, but like a page of it. And a month ago, she had her baby, and I've been like so happy. I always want to hold the baby. I always want to help feed the baby, and I always want to be with him. And I'm always loved, always cared for. I can feel like I can be trusted. I can trust my parents. I can love them. I can tell them that I love them. I can enjoy my life, and I'm happy here. And I will always be happy here because God found me a good, trusting, loving family who loves and trusts me. And I really enjoy it, and I'm really happy. Like I said, I'm always filled with joy, and I just love it here. So, yeah.